Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, it's Clark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Hyatt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Cowboys 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Well, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
2nd and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Option play. Here's Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got him in, complete. Gets around him. Now he's loose, down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, Both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available, and he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Open man is Higgins. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard, but he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good. And a lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. It's Howell with another throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing here, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 49 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Point after, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Commanders 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Tony Pollard. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
35-35.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. First down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw is Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit. And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First down, Commanders.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit. Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards.
Let's go.
Howell out of the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone. Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 156 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd down, Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Prescott. This pass complete to Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And now they're in the hurry-up. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just... And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Dances by him. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Washington on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown! Touchdown. And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can...
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
A first down there on a pickup at 25.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a yard. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 181 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
First down, Howell to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Gain of 14. And the Washington first down.
Up the middle they go. Clark. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cowboys, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now.